who exactly is the Shadow Monarch? Why is his power far beyond the other 8 monarchs? Well, it all started at the beginning of creation. The laws of the universe birthed an entity called the Absolute Monarch, godlike, untouchable, and cold. From the Light Shard, he forged divine warriors known as the Messengers of God. From the Dark Shard, he created the 8 monarchs, beings of pure destruction designed to annihilate the world. War broke out between the light and the dark, and it raged for thousands of years. One day, the brightest Light Shard finally questioned everything. Why won't you help your warriors, your loyal soldiers? Can't you hear their dying screams? But the Absolute Monarch simply stared in silence. That's when the truth hit. This war wasn't divine justice, it was entertainment. A game for a god who demanded worship, praise, and obedience. And anyone who disobeyed was erased. Countless messengers died. Even those who followed the rules met only death. So eventually, they turned against him. A rebellion began. Not to win, but to end the madness. And that's when Ashbourne appears in the memory. That's me, he says, pointing to a battle frozen in time. The only messenger who fought against the rebellion. He was outnumbered, overwhelmed, and on the brink of death. But in the darkness, something awakened inside him. Rage, hatred, fear, despair, all crashing together. The light that made him turned black. He gained a terrifying new power, the authority of death. Standing over his own corpse, he whispered a single word, "Stand." And his dead body moved. Ashbourne had fallen and been reborn. He became the Shadow Monarch, immortal, a commander of souls. His fallen soldiers rose beside him, and together they charged back into war. But when he returned to the Divine Palace, it was over. The Absolute Monarch had been executed by the Light Shards. They crowned themselves gods, dominator-class beings, and turned the very weapons of the Creator against the monarchs. With balance shattered and monarchs on the brink of defeat, Ashbourne made his move. He extended a hand, not as a god, not as a messenger, but as something new, a sovereign of death, the Shadow Monarch. The monarchs had no choice but to accept. Time became his ally. The battlefield became his army. Every fallen soul, every corpse, his to command. His legion rivaled the mighty horde of annihilation led by Antares himself. Even the other monarchs began to fear him. 2 of them, Fang Monarch and the Monarch of White Flames, betrayed him in secret. His forces were devastated. Still, Ashbourne struck down the Flame Monarch, while Fang Monarch fled like a coward.
But he had no time to recover. The light shards descended onto the battlefield. Ashbourne clutched the dead body of his enemy, prepared to fight. Yet the light shards didn't strike. They knelt, begging for forgiveness, asking him to return to the throne of light. Perhaps they remembered the hero he once was. But Ashbourne couldn't forgive, not after they murdered their own creator. He grabbed the current archangel, ready to obliterate him, but surrounded by the radiant legions of light, he let go. He vanished into the shadows.